Hello and welcome to Cinematic Shenanigans, where today we are talking about Undertone, the latest horror film from A24. The marketing campaign around Undertone is that it is the scariest movie you'll ever hear. Now, whenever a movie makes this claim in its marketing, it is always to be taken with a grain of salt. But with Undertone, it has the distinct feature of being a horror movie focused on sound and the usage of sound. This movie follows a podcaster who, while caring for her dying mother, begins to experience paranormal and disturbing noises and sounds after receiving a mysterious email containing 10 audio clips. So the question is Undertone the scariest movie you'll ever hear? Probably not, but it is the scariest movie where nothing actually happens, which may be the ultimate downfall of the film, undercutting a significant amount of genuinely good and terrifying accomplishments as an original horror film. Creative achievements that should be applauded, coming from a first-time director working with a budget of only $500,000. The way that director Ian Tuason shapes sound into a weapon of dread to torment the audience is, quite frankly, some of the best usage of sound I've seen in a movie. All the variations of sounds, pitches, repetition, distortion, volume, feedback, vibrations, even the absence of sound. In the world of horror movies, most jump scares are created through the building of tension, and it's sound, or the lack thereof, that does the building. To its credit, Undertone relentlessly builds tension consistently throughout the movie with its use of sound. To say that this movie didn't cause stress, high tension, anxiety, or have my nerves on end would be a lie. The issue lies in that there is such a thing as building too much tension for too long and without giving it a proper, satisfying payoff, which is exactly what Undertone falls victim to. The first time the movie builds tension in this manner and then breaks it, it's effective. The second, third, fourth time that tension is built the same way and released the same way, it's diminishing returns. When it comes to ideas, Undertone has plenty of interesting ones that form the basis of its story. The idea of subliminal messages of a demonic nature being hidden inside children's nursery rhymes isn't exactly original, but it is interesting and creepy. Some of the stronger moments in terms of creep factor focus on this idea, but the movie never really does anything with it. In fact, for maybe an hour out of this 90-minute movie, nothing of importance actually happens. There's plenty of tension that is built, released, repeat, built, released, repeat, built, released, repeat. You get it. But in terms of story, the movie is often at a standstill, at least until the final 15 or 20 minutes of the movie, in which everything happens all at once. To be honest, this probably could have been better as a short film. On a technical level, there are elements of this movie that I, at minimum, found to be creative. Sound helps the mind establish an anchor. It keeps the body balanced. And as the sound distortion in the movie begins to build in its haunting effects, the camera begins to equally become unanchored, unbalanced, circling around the room at times to show nothing, but the audience is tense with anticipation, tilting off kilter at times, losing its connection, its anchor to reality in the same way that the main character Evie is. And while the decision to feature only 2 actors on screen the entire movie, to have it all take place within one house, may have been a budgetary decision, but it helps create a solitary, suffocating environment. If only the movie could carry through on its promise. Not specifically on being the scariest movie you've ever blah de blah de blah. Just follow through on the scares. Follow through on the story. Tighten the pacing so the audience doesn't grow bored during the middle section, which is comprised only of the occasional info dump and the repeated building of tension. This movie is successful in being absolutely spine-chilling at times. It would help if it wasn't so dull during other times. Which is why I ultimately give Undertone a 3 out of 5 on the Shenanigans meter. You can catch Undertone now showing in theaters.